Hey everyone, I'm Sumi. Welcome to my channel, The Tadka Project, where I show you how to make delicious vegan Indian food. Today I'm going to show you how to make the most delicious and creamy and rich okra stew. It's super comforting and the okra is cooked to perfection and it's perfect for the colder months. So let's get cooking. For my okra stew, I'm going to start by sauteing around 300 grams of whole okra in my wide pan here on medium-high heat. And I used coconut oil for this because we're making a coconut okra stew. You want to make sure that you use a wide pan so the okra has enough space to brown evenly. And this will also make sure that your okra doesn't end up being slimy and sticky. You want to be really patient with this and keep mixing for around 7 to 8 minutes till the okra stops being slimy, as you can see here. Now this is done, I'm going to set this aside and start working on the gravy. Here I have a pan on medium-high heat to which I'm adding around a tablespoon of coconut oil. Once the oil is hot, I'm adding a teaspoon of mustard seeds and wait for it to splutter. Now that the seeds are spluttering, I'm adding a quarter teaspoon of fenugreek seeds and wait for it to turn red, which should take around a couple seconds. Now I'm going to add my sliced onions. Here I'm using around 1 cup of sliced red onions. Mix all of this and cook until limp and translucent, which should take around 3 to 4 minutes. Onions are translucent, so I'm going to add my roughly chopped tomatoes. Here I have 2 roughly chopped tomatoes that I'm going to cook until soft. I'm also going to add around 2 tablespoons of tomato paste and give all of this a really good mix. Now it's time for our powdered spices. I'm going to add a tablespoon of dried coriander seed powder, a teaspoon of dried Kashmiri red chili powder, you can also use paprika, and a teaspoon of garam masala. Give all of this a really nice mix and cook for around 6 to 7 minutes. It's been 7 minutes, the tomatoes have broken down and the spices smell cooked through. So to this, I'm going to add the okra that we sauteed initially and mix really well. I'm going to let the okra sit in this tomato gravy for around 2 minutes so it absorbs all the flavors. It's been around 2 to 3 minutes. I'm going to add the coconut milk. Here I'm using around half a cup of coconut milk. Salt to taste. Mix everything really well. Reduce the heat to low and simmer for around 8 to 10 minutes. And that's the finished dish. That's so good. The sweetness from the coconut milk and the onions and the tart flavor from the tomatoes and the perfectly toasted okra make this an extremely hearty meal. You have to make this. As you saw in the video, I paired this stew or curry with quinoa, but you can pair it with any grain of your choice. It works amazing with rice, millets, buckwheat. You can also eat it with rotis or tortillas. For a perfect Indian meal, I usually make this okra stew, some basmati rice, and some steaming hot yellow dal. For my recipe on how to make delicious dal, please click right here. Let me know in the comments how you paired your okra dish. And please like and subscribe because I come out with new videos every Sunday, and I'll see you another time with another dish. Bye!